Going on, Legion, as like always, and we got some fantastic beasts and the crimes of Grindelwald. This is like kind of like a featurette kind of thing. We got some people. I think it's Rowlings is in here talking about it. We're gonna get to see some cool scenes. Hopefully, some unique stuff that I haven't seen before. Let's get into it. Check it out. See what it's all about. Come on, J.K. Don't jerk me around here. Don't J.K. me. Just give me the facts. Give me the real, the down low, the what. Let's go.
Grindelwald's been in jail in New York for a few months. The decision is made to move him back to Europe, where he has to answer for the crimes that he has committed, and inevitably he escapes.
Before he's in prison in the
survives. And for Credence, the big question now is...
I want to know who I am.
The path has been laid, and he is following it. The trail that will lead him to me.
The reason everyone goes to Paris, really, is Credence.
Is that the real
Credence may not
eye
know
color?
who he is yet, but he needs to be found. And I rather hope you might be the one to find him.
Dumbledore has to maneuver to try and stop Grindelwald's rise.
Crean?
Dumbledore.
Green? Is that his name? Crean?
There is a new threat as Grindelwald.
I actually don't know who that character is supposed to be.
He's a master manipulator, and that is why he is so dangerous.
We're heading toward war. Everyone's choosing sides.
Things are becoming much more dark and complicated, and people's allegiances are now being exposed.
We must rise up and take our rightful place in the world.
We're now getting into the meat of the story, and everything gets darker and more intricate. Whatever was at the end of the movie might not be the case.
Whoo! I am down, dude. I cannot wait for that. I mean, it's like, it's one thing, you're just like, I don't know, some people are just like not into it, which is like kind of crazy to me. Like, I can understand if you just didn't like Harry Potter, or maybe you're just like, I'm too old for that now, or it just wasn't my thing, like wizards and stuff. Okay, fine. But this is like a whole new world, like within the original world. This is like something dark, something completely different, you know, with a lot of the tried and true past that we've all seen watching Harry Potter. I spent, oh my god, I think it was like 9 hours reading through the Harry Potter database. Like, you Google it, you say Harry Potter. Same with Marvel or DC. There's a database. That's like the website. That's what it's called for the most part. And I just go through that, and it usually has the tries true facts upon facts, all the stuff that's canon. It's like the wiki. And I was like 9 hours, man, of just constantly reading all about Grindelwald. Realizing that he was the old man that was killed, that was being interrogated by Voldemort when he was looking for the wand. And he was like yelling at that old man in the castle. And then he like just, and apparently that was Grindelwald, because he was just weak and pathetic then. Which kind of like sucks. It kind of, because when you read about Grindelwald, they say that he is so much more than Voldemort ever was. I think that's how the database referred to it. That Voldemort was the next... Wait, was it that? The next big bad since Grindelwald. Or was it reversed? I can't remember now. I thought... Like, it is very possible that it said that Voldemort was all that much more badass. But if I remember correctly, that's the reason why I hated that scene that they were referring to in Harry Potter, where the old guy that was locked away in the castle was then eventually killed by Voldemort, which was because Grindelwald was just so much more badass. He was just so much more... It's like if you like look at Star Wars. That I know everybody's like, oh God, please, but just bear with me. Voldemort is to Grindelwald as to like Darth Sidious is to like the old Republic's Sith, right? Now Sidious is extremely strong, and it's not even that he's strong. He's pretty strong, but he's also his smarts is vastly dwarfed by his intelligence, or his power is, because his intelligence is what made him so dangerous. But he was a very masterful manipulator of the dark arts, the dark Sith power. But there are people in the past, the Sith, that are just like god tier. They're just Sith magic and everything about that. They knew more. And that's the thing. Over time, all that knowledge just starts to dwindle because it all gets erased or stolen by the Jedi or whatever like that. And so there's only so much knowledge you can learn. Sidious is not a Sith Spectre, as far as I know. He's not. But all the other Siths from the Old Republic, they're still alive mentally as dark specters, Death Eaters. And I feel like that's how Voldemort is. Voldemort is a badass whatever. But Grindelwald is like somebody that was like the darkness. He created that stuff. Voldemort was a student, while Grindelwald he wasn't a teacher. He was just like the Rosetta Stone. He was like the architect of a lot of what he did. And maybe not. Maybe he learned a lot of stuff as well. But again, he was just a force. There's a difference between being great, even if it's good or bad, being great, and then having somebody learn from everything else to then make themselves badass. There is a difference. And I think Grindelwald, if I remember correctly reading, it's been a while. It's been about since like mid-2017 since I've really read anything about Grindelwald. So if I'm off a little bit, pardon me. But there is just a difference to it. And that's just how that is. And, he went toe-to-toe with freaking Dumbledore and Dumbledore's brother, and I don't believe they won originally. There's an ice cream truck going down the road to my house. Really? It's wintertime. But with that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm super psyched for the Grindelwald thing. Can't wait to see this movie. It's going to be epic. I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. Later, guys.